Today on Investigate TV Plus, artificial intelligence in the grocery store aisle.
I think many of us just see the front end of it, and we may not see what's happening behind the scenes or under the hood.
We break down how national chains are using AI for everything from predicting customer demand to instantaneous price changes.
I think you can be nervous and skeptical about the way companies are going to use AI, but I think inherently, like the technology itself can be used well.
Then a sophisticated scheme starts with a customer service complaint.
He had everything. He had all my information.
How a woman lost thousands of dollars by trusting who she thought was her cell phone company.
I don't know which emails I've received that are fake AT&T and are real AT&T because they all look the same.
And using flour and frosting to inspire smiles.
He had never had a birthday party, had never had a birthday cake.
Meet the baker whose personal connection with foster care led her to create sweet birthday treats for kids.
In-depth stories that inform and inspire. You're watching Investigate TV Plus. Prices at the gas pump are constantly changing as they ride the wave of supply and demand. But now new technology has the potential to bring that same dynamic pricing to the grocery store aisle. I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. In the age of artificial intelligence, more grocery chains have announced plans to expand the use of AI in their stores.
Whether it's the listed price of food or the savings you get at checkout, consumer reporter Rachel DePompa gets insight into how AI is changing your shopping experience.
If I called you a savvy shopper, you say,
oh gosh, yes.
Does it give you a rush?
Oh yes, it's a high.
Every time Kimberly Roberts goes to the grocery store,
71 was the total, and we saved $51.40.
Her goal is to save 50% or more off her total bill.
If you don't hit that, how do you?
Oh, it's a quiet ride home, because I'm pouting.
For Roberts, saving money, signing up for store loyalty cards, getting cash back, using grocery store apps, and tracking prices are just a way of life.
The days of the binders and the clipping coupons every Sunday morning, those are bygones.
That's because extreme couponing has gone digital, and not just on an app. Walmart announced in 2024 it's adding digital shelf labels to 2,300 stores by 2026. This is what they look like. Prices can easily be changed. The company says they're to help with managing prices and stocking inventory. Kroger's been using the technology since 2018. It's now been expanded into 500 stores nationwide. You can also find digital shelf labels in several Amazon Fresh and Whole Foods stores. And it's that tech that could be used with all kinds of other things, like AI-driven price changes. Several lawmakers sent letters to Kroger's CEO expressing concerns digital price tags may enable Kroger and other grocery chains to transition to dynamic pricing, something Kroger has publicly denied on multiple occasions. Dynamic pricing is when the price of a product changes several times a day. Dr. Sheetal Thekti teaches business analytics at the University of Richmond. She says we're used to dynamic pricing at the gas pump.
The price of gas changes maybe multiple times a day, and we've become accustomed to it. I think many of us are less accustomed to that happening in a grocery store, seeing the price of milk change multiple times a day.
In her letter to Kroger, Representative Rashida Tlaib expressed concerns these tools will be abused in the pursuit of profit, surging prices on essential goods in areas with fewer and fewer grocery stores.
She's talking about surveillance pricing, where companies use their AI technology in combination with facial recognition, changing prices based on data they've collected about you, the shopper. The worry is, for instance, if you buy a lot of the same cereal every week, the store would know and would secretly increase the price just for you to make a bigger profit.
Dr. Thekti says surveillance pricing is common online.
Do you think a lot of people just don't realize or know?
I think many of us just see the front end of it, which could be the apps that these grocery stores want us to download on our phones, and we may not see what's happening behind the scenes or under the hood when it comes to what's driving this AI and these algorithms.
Sam's Club is testing out cameras at the exits that scan your cart from above as you walk out, verifying you've paid, eliminating manual receipt checks and long lines.
I think you can be nervous and skeptical about the way companies are going to use AI, but I think inherently, like the technology itself can be used well.
Ben Winters is the director of AI and privacy at the Consumer Federation of America. He says your data is already collected by the grocery store every time you use their app or loyalty card, and that could lead to good things like discounts and sales specifically for you. But he says your data could also be sold.
You can't have AI without data, and so the privacy thing is really essential. You can't have AI regulation without privacy regulation.
There are currently 20 states with privacy laws, but nothing on the federal level, and there are no federal laws regulating the use of AI.
The use of AI or just using data gives a competitive advantage to the stores, but it also gives a competitive advantage to the customers.
Are you worried at all?
I think I'm okay with it. If you have a phone in your possession, you are being tracked constantly. So no, I'm not worried about it. I'd rather use that towards my advantage.
And she does every day before she spends $1.
I'm a numbers girl. I'm a cheapskate. I'm just straight up cheap. Oh yeah.
But it's led to good.
It has led to good.
In fact, she just bought a new car with cash from all the money she's saved.
We reached out to all major grocery stores. None responded back to us.
If you're worried about AI tracking you, there are a few things you can do, like opt out of loyalty programs, pay cash at the grocery store, and update the privacy settings not just on your phone, but on your web browser.
To learn more about privacy laws in different states, head to InvestigateTV.com and search Grocery Store AI. Still to come, a remote island of the Gulf becomes refuge for some colorful visitors.
There's a lot of good flamingo habitat out here.
We travel to vital land normally off limits to humans for an up-close look at how it's providing a sanctuary for birds to thrive.
But first, a woman says she was conned out of 6 cell phones and stuck with a $7,000 bill.
Sorry, I cry when I feel stupid.
How our investigation helped get her off the hook, and the warning signs that could help keep you from falling for the same scheme.
You can watch Investigate TV Plus anytime streaming online. Get the app for Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. It's free to download. Gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency are often the targets of crooks looking to rip you off. But con artists convinced a Phoenix, Arizona woman to send them thousands of dollars worth of cell phones.
Reporter Susan Campbell explains why, despite what seemed to be legitimate communications with her cell provider, it all proved to be a costly mistake.
But that's the email.
Cheryl had been having some trouble with her phone service. She told an AT&T rep about it.
And he says, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Give me your phone number. I'm going to have somebody reach out to you.
She did. A few days later, she got a call from someone claiming to be with AT&T.
Come to find out, he was a scammer, and now AT&T is holding me responsible for $7,500 worth of fraudulent charges on my account.
We have to walk you through this scam. It was elaborate.
He had everything. He had all my information.
The caller said they needed to replace Cheryl's phones. It was supposedly a widespread issue.
He says, well, because we're having to replace so many phones, we're having people go purchase the phones at the stores.
Cheryl went to an AT&T store and got 3 phones. Then she was supposed to send them in using a prepaid shipping label to get them unlocked and activated.
2 days later, I got a phone call, and he says, we've received the phones, but they're damaged.
No problem. Cheryl was told to get 3 more phones.
Same deal. Go back down, buy 3 phones. We'll reimburse you for the cost, and we'll activate them. So, admittedly now, in hindsight, I stupidly went down and bought 3 more phones.
I told you the scam is elaborate. It keeps going.
called me 2 days later and said the phones have arrived. We're going to unlock them and activate them, and you'll have them back in 2 days. And for the inconvenience of all this, we're going to be crediting your account for your monthly payment. And I received an email saying my bill had been paid.
But the phones never showed up.
Sorry, I cry when I feel stupid.
Cheryl reported it to the FCC and police.
Found out that the phones went somewhere in Las Vegas, not to an AT&T warehouse, obviously.
She also filed a fraud claim with AT&T.
At this point, I don't know which emails I've received that are fake AT&T and are real AT&T because they all look the same.
Cheryl's fraud claim was denied. We reached out to AT&T. The company spent a couple weeks investigating the situation and sent us a statement saying we understand this customer was a victim of a sophisticated scam, something we take very seriously. So we worked with her to make things right with her account.
I'm off the hook for the phones. Right now it says my bill is decreased by $7,240. I'm happy with where we're at now. And fingers crossed, this is where we'll stay.
AT&T says it investigates each claim as quickly as possible. The company did not respond to our questions about whether it tracked down where the phones were sent or if police got involved. If you experience phone fraud, like fake calls or emails or unauthorized accounts opened in your name, experts say you should report it to your carrier. AT&T says customers who want extra protection can activate wireless account lock, which can prevent a scammer from buying a device on your account.
Still ahead, see how something as simple as a custom birthday cake can create core memories and help raise a child's self-esteem.
He bragged to his friends, and he even took pictures to school to show his friends of his birthday.
But first, a remote barrier island in the Bayou State has become an unexpected gathering spot.
13 or 14 American flamingos, which is unprecedented for Louisiana.
We set out with wildlife biologists in search of the tropical bird to find out if they're here to stay.
Our in-depth coverage continues. You can get connected to Investigate TV Plus on all social media platforms. Beach dunes and grasses on barrier islands help protect coastal communities from natural disasters, but some of these remote stretches of land can also serve as vital habitats for birds.
To help protect nesting pelicans, Louisiana rebuilt a barrier island southwest of New Orleans. While researchers say it's become a prime spot for threatened species, the island is now getting attention for attracting a more colorful visitor, the flamingo.
Reporter Dave McNamara takes us to Raccoon Island for an in-depth look at why experts believe the bright pink bird might have stopped in the Bayou State.
It's about an hour by boat from Cocodrie to Raccoon Island, one of Louisiana's most remote barrier islands. It's a small but vital refuge for seabirds and lately home to a surprising visitor.
13 or 14 American flamingos, which is unprecedented for Louisiana.
In the last couple of years, wildlife biologists and fishermen have spotted as many as 14 American flamingos here.
So we're hoping to see if those guys were still around.
Louisiana wildlife and fisheries biologist Rob Dobbs and John Weeb are on the island hoping for another look. This island has been engineered and rebuilt over the past 2 decades to provide coastal protection and an ideal bird habitat.
It goes along with history, really. The island has always maintained a large population of colonial water birds.
Numerous species of birds hang out on Raccoon Island, loafing along its shoreline and foraging for food in the sand and grass and around interior ponds.
What is it about this island? It's about a mile or two long. What makes it such a great habitat for all these birds?
For one thing, not a lot of people come out here, right? So the birds aren't disturbed very much. They're small and they're isolated, and those are 2 of the attributes that are really the most important factors when thinking about our colonial water birds, for sure. And that is because they tend to be predator-free.
We see a variety of shorebirds. Dobbs spots a seldom seen piping plover, a small bird that's threatened by habitat loss. And standing in the shallow water, a reddish egret.
This is, the rarest egret in North America.
In the spring and summer, brown pelicans by the thousands will nest among the mangrove bushes on this island. And after walking the island, biologists are impressed with what they're seeing.
We've seen about 36, 37 species of birds, really good numbers. And I should say about almost half of those species are species of greatest conservation need, as identified in the Louisiana Wildlife Action Plan.
But despite recent sightings, today the large pink flamingos are nowhere to be found.
There's a lot of good flamingo habitat out here, right? There's this island we're currently standing on. There's similar habitat at Whiskey Island, at Trinity Island, and in the saltwater marshes just to our north.
Dobbs and other bird experts believe the flamingos were pushed to unusual areas of the United States when Hurricane Idalia passed between the Yucatan and Cuba 2 years ago.
And I don't think it's, unreasonable to think that it's possible here, especially with a group of 14 birds, but time will tell.
You're not giving up on them?
Not giving up quite yet.
But even without its rare visitors, Raccoon Island is providing for all types of coastal birds. It's among a vital group of barrier islands that protect wildlife and the state's fragile coast.
Raccoon Island is part of a state wildlife refuge and is off limits to visitors. Wildlife experts say protecting land for birds is critical, as the biggest factor contributing to disappearing species is habitat loss, due in part to rising sea levels. To help keep barrier islands like Raccoon Island above water, Louisiana installed segmented rocks a couple of decades ago to break the wave action and guard the island. You can learn more about efforts to save declining bird populations nationwide on InvestigateTV.com. Just search "Struggle to Survive."
Up next, mixing compassion with creativity.
One of the most recent ones I did was a bluey cake.
Meet a baker volunteering her time to whisk up custom birthday cakes for kids who have never had the chance to celebrate.
When you think about celebrating a birthday, blowing out the candles on a cake might come to mind. But because of different circumstances, not every child gets that opportunity.
Reporter Myra Ansari shows us how a baker in Louisville, Kentucky is inspired by her experience with foster care to make sure at-risk kids have something sweet on their special day.
Gina Cochran doesn't consider herself an expert baker.
When you're part of the community of people who decorate, and it can be pretty intimidating because they're all beautiful. Like, you just think, I'm never gonna get that good.
But trust me, she's pretty good. The reason that Gina bakes is personal. She's a mother of 5. She discovered her passion a few years ago when a little boy named Abel came into her family's life through foster care.
He came to us when he was 6, and he had never had a birthday party, had never had a birthday cake. He was homeless. These children that are in foster care or homeless, they don't have a whole lot of good things to talk about. So I thought, he bragged to his friends, and he even took pictures to school to show his friends of his birthday. And it makes them forget for a little bit, and it makes them proud, and gives them stories to relate to their peers.
While the Cochrans were fostering Abel, they decided they had more room in their hearts. In 2018, they opened their home to newborn twins, fostering Hadley and Harper. The family felt complete, so they adopted the trio in 2020. Gina saw how happy Abel was when he got his first birthday cake. She wanted to give other kids that same feeling.
I felt like I kind of could do more.
That's when she joined Cake for Kids, a national nonprofit made up of volunteers who make free custom homemade birthday cakes to children in need.
Cake for Kids' mission is to bake birthday cakes and treats, cupcakes, cookies for at-risk youth. That could mean foster care, homeless, low-income, refugees, victims of domestic violence.
Cake for Kids get their requests through an agency or organization they partner with that serves children. A caseworker will put in a request for a treat on behalf of a child, only sharing the child's age and interests. That's when the bakers get creative.
One that I've done, she wanted a cookies and cream cake with an Oreo theme. One of the most recent ones I did was a Bluey cake. And my daughters, of course, are fans of Bluey, but I might be more. I love Bluey. I went and got their little Jeep and a Bluey and a bingo, and I made a road around the cake.
The volunteer bakers never meet the children that they're baking for, and that's okay with Gina.
It's important to me that they go, somebody does care about me. I can get my wish come true.
She saw it herself when her son finally felt like his birthday was special.
With the trauma that he went through, it made him forget that just a little bit. And I think it does with all these kids. That's where my feel good comes from, is just knowing that it's gonna bring them joy, that it's gonna bring them happiness, that it's gonna bring them maybe possibly a core memory, and being a part of that brings me immeasurable joy.
These bakers pay for all of the supplies themselves, and since 2010, Cake for Kids says they've delivered more than 75,000 cakes.
And you can learn more about how they're serving up smiles on cakeforkids.org. And you forget how special a birthday cake is.
You do. And what I love is that they're not giving those kids just birthday cakes. Those birthday cakes have personality to them. They are special and memorable, and those kids deserve them.
Giving them memories.
They are.
Well, that's it for us on Investigate TV Plus. I'm Tisha Powell.
And I'm Lee Zurich. Thanks for watching.
On the next Investigate TV Plus.
All right, my man. You have a good one.
Small-town businesses fighting for survival are betting on newcomers.
We looked at it and we said, you know, we offer a great lifestyle. What can we do to entice people to come here?
How offering cash incentives to remote workers could be the key to reinvigorating communities across the country.